When Hurricane Laura devastated Louisiana, the storm put millions of people in harm's way, threatening both life and limb. The storm destroyed an undetermined amount of personal property as well as vital infrastructures throughout the state. In Natchez, a small village located in Natchez Parish, Laura roared through the area as a Category 2 storm. She ripped up trees and snapped electric line poles as if they were toothpicks. As soon as daylight, residents in the community began assessing the destruction and counting their blessings. Randy Thompson retells of when Hurricane Laura struck late up in the night.
Well, that tree came down around about maybe 3 o'clock this morning, and it was bad, man. And I got up this morning, I had two friends come through and they helped me cut it up and move it out the road.
Another resident, Willie Reed, stated he suffered a lot of destruction around his home, but his house was still intact. Reed commented,
All I can say is God will is be done, but people don't have nothing to be trying to take care of all this here, because I know I don't. But for fixing all this stuff back up, I'm not able to do it.
so overall, it's going to take you a long time, though.
Yeah, it's going to take me a long time to do it. Already taking time. It's going to take some time to do it. Clean it up and everything.
Well, you think Mr. Trump going to help you with this?
I don't know. Would be nice. Would be nice, but I don't know. Yes, indeed.
I hear a lot of generators running around.
Oh, yeah. I can't afford to get one of them.
Reed concluded he had never seen or experienced bad weather like that in the village before Laura struck. Early the day after the raging tempest, residents that had the means began to clean up the downed trees and debris from their yards and driveways, while others began their desperate hunt for cooked food to eat and gasoline to keep their vehicles and portable generators working in order to maintain a sense of normalcy. After waiting for 3 hours in a line of vehicles trying to go to 3J's four-way store, located south of Natchez in the Cypress community, a woman stated that her car was nearly on empty, and she heard the store had gas, so she came to fill her tank up. Ms. Clark stated,
Well, I pray and hope that I can, because we don't have any electricity to storm through 2 trees down right on my mother's house, and we're just in a bad shape right about now.
Clark went on to say she had not heard of anyone getting hurt in her neighborhood, and that was a blessing. The vehicles continued coming, falling in line, drivers hoping to get some fuel and a bite of something hot to eat. 3J's was an oasis for the weary seekers. When they arrived for their turn at the pumps, they found a sense of order both in and outside the market. 3J's manager, Joseph Bush, along with his staff, was on hand to provide a fast and courteous service, and they had a large selection of foods to satisfy their hunger and enough beverages to quench their thirst. Bush explained they were there to help the people maintain their livelihoods through the horrific event that had happened in the parish. He credited his father for having the foresight to install the equipment to keep the store operational in case an emergency on this scale would ever happen. Bush commented,
Well, that's something that my pops, he did over 15 years ago and invested in it. At the time, we was like, God, that's a lot. But right now, to be able to have power doing these type of events, it's a blessing. So I don't call him Mr. You spent too much money anymore.
Bush continued with a word of hope.
My hope, what I live on is that as long as we living, God has purpose for us. And even though it's tough, we got to keep pushing it as a family, a unit of people. We got to help each other to get through it. Tough times don't last all the time, but it does happen. But you really see who you have around you when things like this happen. So my encouragement is just trust God, because he's still in control. He's in control of all of this. That's what I live by.
He concluded he did not know if or when another hurricane would hit the region, but he hoped 3J's four-way would be there to help residents preserve their lives. Reporting for Candid Photo, I'm Ed Johnson.